So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brett Hundley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Down Cardinals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. This one caught by Isabella. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
By K.J. Wright. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Right back to Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Drake. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
21 apiece. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground with Drake. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. throwing now. Wilson on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Wilson. Flushed out right. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brings up second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Cleveland.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and his accurate throwing on the run, picking up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Start the drive with Drake. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Trey Flowers on the stop. A gain of a
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
34-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 35, Seahawks 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cards, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.